We continue our series looking at the good, the bad, and the ugly for each team across Major League Baseball. Today, the team we're discussing, the Baltimore Orioles. So, let's get into it. What's going on, baseball fans? Jeremy Laracuente here for the Baseball Banter Broadcast. And as we look at the good, the bad, and the ugly for the Orioles, we begin with the good. And when you look at this team in 2022, the Orioles were not expected to compete, yet they find themselves very near to a postseason spot. Right now, the Orioles, at the time of this recording, are just a couple of games behind the Toronto Blue Jays for the third and final wildcard spot in the American League wildcard race. There's going to be a chance that with a very strong September push, that these players are going to find themselves and push themselves into a postseason position. There's going to be a lot of eyes on these Baltimore Orioles because, again, no one expected them to be in this position at the end of the year, myself included. When I put together my American League East predictions this off-season before the season began, the Orioles were coming in 5th place. Right now they find themselves in 4th place, but a very close 4th to being able to make the postseason. There's going to be an opportunity for Baltimore to really stand out in a crowded field if they can make that late season push and head to the postseason for the first time in 6 seasons. As we look at the bad for this organization, right now, at the time of this recording, Jordan Lyles has a mysterious illness. And whether or not it puts him on the IL is really going to be a question for Baltimore. Lyles has been a very good and key pivotal part for the Baltimore Orioles, especially being able to eat up innings for that starting rotation. There's going to be a chance that he gets back to being healthy by the time this video even comes out. But at the time of this recording, they're not really sure what's going on with Lyles. He has been a very key pivotal point of the rotation for the Baltimore Orioles, and as I said, finding themselves in a position of unfamiliarity because they were not expected to compete in 2022 is really going to be where the Orioles are going to need to lean on Lyles. And being able to get back and being healthy for this team is going to bode well for Jordan and his Baltimore Orioles. Now, as we look at the overall ugly situation for the Baltimore Orioles, there's going to be a question looming over this organization, and it's whether or not the Baltimore Orioles are going to be sold off. Owner Peter Angelos is an elder statesman when it comes to owners in Major League Baseball, and there's going to be a lot of questions, especially with the way that he gave a big-time money deal to Chris Davis, and that precluded him from being a part of the Manny Machado sweepstakes, and just some different things around this organization in terms of the way that it's been run from a financial perspective. I think there's going to be an announcement coming from the Baltimore Orioles that they're likely going to be sold over the next coming couple of seasons, and that is going to loom large over this organization in terms of their financial resources heading into this next coming couple of seasons for their organization. If Baltimore is going to be sold to a very aggressive owner, they can find themselves back in the postseason race each and every single season. There's going to be a lot of work that has to be done by the organization overall, but being able to see them compete in 2022 when it was not expected is a big selling point for a potential new owner. But I want to hear from you guys. Let me know your thoughts, your feelings on this down in the comments below. Baltimore Orioles fans, what are the good, the bad, and the ugly for your team this season? Let me know that down in the comments, or head over to Twitter and find me at banter_baseball to keep the conversation rolling. As always, keep it locked into the entire GLMG family with WeSibs, the Granny Geek Show, and of course here on the Baseball Banter Broadcast by hitting that red subscribe button on all 3 channels. For sticking around to this point, head over to baseballbanterbroadcast.com. Use the promo code Orioles to save 5% off your order. Keep it locked in all season as we continue to look at the good, the bad, and the ugly for each team across Major League Baseball, as well as the latest news, notes, and my personal thoughts, theories, and opinions on the game of Major League Baseball. Peace.